Hey guys, it's Tony. It's Friday evening, the end of day 3 at the National. I did a day 1 video, but obviously missed day 2. The evening of day 2, I got home at about 12:30 in the morning. I was not ready to do a video, show my cards. I was tired. I get up early the next morning to go to the National for day 3, so this is going to be a combined day 2 and day 3 National video. You'll see the first part of me showing folks entering day 2, which was Thursday, me talking about day 2 on Thursday, showing some tables, walking the halls a little bit, and then going into a day 3 intro first thing in the morning today, showing more video of the halls, the aisles, some tables, some cards I'm seeing. Then we'll end with me showing the cards I picked up on day 2 and day 3. So hope you enjoy, hope it's not too long, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. We are day 2. It is Thursday. There's a lot of people waiting in line. I'll give you a quick tour of what's behind me. The door should open for general admission probably in about 10 minutes. Yeah, looking forward to a good day. We'll see what new tables I find and dealers I can talk to, and I'll check back in with you. So stay tuned.
I'll tie to it.
Hey guys, it's Tony. It is like 10:05 on Friday morning. This is my second full day, so kind of like day 2.5 for me. Just walked in a few minutes before 10 with my VIP pass. The line out the door, like you saw in a prior clip, I think in this same video I'm going to post from day 2 on Thursday, was 3-4 people wide. I mean, half mile down the road, inside waiting. It's like I said, it's Friday. It already feels like it's packed. I'm not a professional. I've been here before. It feels like it's Saturday midday. Maybe that's just me, but people are already in here looking at cards, buying, walking around. The aisles are already really hard to get through at barely after opening. So I got a few cards. I wrote down the list, the tables where they were at. I'm gonna re-go back through the tables I saw on Wednesday without my suitcase dragging me down and see what I can find. So I will show you some footage of this early morning on Friday, and I will be back with you. This is the main part of the Stevens Center, about 12:30 p.m. on Friday, and it is elbow to elbow on many of these aisles. You just can't even tell the size of this room based on the video. I love it. It's fun, lots of energy.
Number 69?
Nope, I have all of those.
That's my stack. You know what?
All right, hey guys, that was show footage and me talking from the last 2 days of the show, from Thursday and Friday, 2 full days. So I want to show you my pickups from those 2 days. I hope you enjoyed the footage of all the people, the crowds, the noises, the sights, the sounds, all that cool stuff about the National. But in the midst of all that craziness, I did find a lot of cool cards to pick up. I was really, really happy with the last 3 cards I found today. Took a little weight off. They were ones I really wanted, was hoping to find, was very picky about, and glad I was patient to say the least. So starting with Thursday, the first card I picked up was this. 1959 Topps Ernie Banks. Love the green. Nice white borders, nice centering, no creases, wrinkles. I've actually got a graded copy of this at home, but this one looks better. And so I'm gonna probably sell or trade the graded copy and keep this raw one for my collection. At the same table was this 1958 Topps Ernie Banks in a 4. They were both marked for $100 each, and I offered $160 for both, and he accepted. So happy to get those for that price. 4s and 5s are kind of that mid-grade range, is perfect for me in my Banks run. Along with the 55 Bowman I got the first day, I was 1 card away at this point. So very happy the same dealer had these 2 next to each other, solid conditions, good start to the day on Thursday. So I will put those down here for the time being. Later on, I found a new part of the show I hadn't actually been to and thought, where did this part come from? There's a lot of spaces and areas I just didn't see that first day, and happy to find this. And if you bet money on Mr. Cub as my next pickup, you would win the money. You'd be correct. The next one I needed for my Banks run was a 1963. Again, a PSA 4. Again, I look over all of these, tilting them left, right, top, bottom, get my cell phone light out to make sure there's no creases, wrinkles, whatever the case may be. And I don't care. This is a great card, whether the number is a 4, 5, 6, 3, or 2. This was a solid card. So love the red at the bottom, which goes with the red, white, and blue of the Cubs uniform, of course. Paid $65 for this, and very happy about that. Nice clean back. So that was my third pickup on Thursday. Fourth and fifth pickups were not Banks related, but one is a Cub and one is not a sports card. These two cards were at the same table, and both caught my eye for different reasons. The first one is T206 Wildfire Schulte. I love it's kind of an odd picture with him, looking at the back of him. You can't see the emblem, the logo, the name. He's a Cub player. Kind of an odd picture. You got the bat there on the corner there too. But something about this picture I've always been drawn to as I've learned more about T206 and the Cubs visuals in that set. Schulte was one of those players on the 2 World Championship teams in the early 1900s for the Cubs. This is a sweet cap back. I love that it's raw. Don't need it graded. It looks great to me. You can see the back there. The dealer had 80 on it and thought that was a decent deal, but then I saw this card. Not a baseball player. Not even close. No, this is from the 1934 Goudey Skybirds set. I haven't done all the in-depth research on it, but I believe it was dedicated to kind of early pilots, guys who flew planes around World War I, before and after that time. And just look at the action in the back. You've got planes going down, you got a big Zeppelin on fire, and this guy, Lieutenant Joseph Wainer, just standing there. This card, just the visual is very attractive to me. I've seen it before and thought, interesting set. I may see one at the National, and among many things I may see, and it was at the same place as this T206. It was $10. This was $80. I offered $80 for both, so effectively $5 off both of them, and the dealer accepted. $80 for both. Very happy about that. Here's the back of that card. Looks like the Goudeys. Again, sorry about that. Looks like the Goudeys of the time. And this card also has a deeper meaning to me, a potentially deeper meaning. Wainer, his last name is actually a family name of mine. I don't think he's related to me, but I've got a great, I think, grand uncle with that same name. He was born in Boston, this guy was. And part of my family lived in that area of the world for a couple of years back in the late 1800s. I don't think we're related, but just odd that he has the same exact first last name, born in Boston, and he's on a card. So there you go. It's got a nice little, looks like crease in the middle there too, but just the card itself, the artwork was worth $8 to me. So that is my first Skybirds card, along with the T206. So I will put those here to the side. The last pickup of the day is the one I'm most excited about. I saw this card around 10 or 11 a.m. on Thursday, did some scoping of the prices and average sales prices, and did some other research throughout the day and really thought about it a lot from like 11 to 5. Came back to the dealer table. It was still there. Asked him about it. He was not going to budge on the price. The price was fair. The price was at the high side of what I thought comparable sales could be. And I thought about it and said, I don't want to lose this card for $60. I was offering him off the sticker price. I would probably feel bad about it. I'd think about the card if I lost it. So what is that card? I showed this to my friends Josh and Joe on the text as soon as I bought it, and was happy about that as well. So T206 Frank Chance, yellow background, old mill back. The picture and the lighting in this room, no fault of the room, but just doesn't do the background justice. Very bright. Again, look at the centering. The centering on this card is just perfect for me. And I love this card for a couple reasons. One, he's a Cub, Hall of Famer, manager slash, I think, first baseman. But I love it has two mentions of the team on his jersey. You've got Chicago down the middle and Cubs over the heart. So it's cool having Chicago and Cubs versus just Cubs, just Chicago. It's got both. I've thought about that before and thinking about, is this the card I want to pursue at some point? He has other cards, of course, too. And in my pre-national video, I mentioned getting a pre-war Cubs of some sort. There's lots of options for that. But the brightness, the centering, the white borders, it's a great 4 for me. And the 2 mentions of Chicago, right? Chance and Chicago aren't cut off. You can clearly see those words down there. Some are kind of miscut where you can't see all of it. I couldn't pass this up for, the fact he didn't want to take my $60 offer below sticker. It wasn't worth it to me for that. So here's the Old Mill back. Old Mill is, again, not one of the most common ones. Piedmont, Sweet Cap are the most common, I believe. Old Mill is one of the less common ones. Not as colorful as Polar Bear per se, but yeah, it's cool. I was so happy to get the cards, happy it was there, happy to scoop it up. And that made, that's some of the plastic, not the card there. That made my Thursday for sure. So I appreciate Joe and Josh giving me encouragement about this card as well. So I will put that right here actually for right now. Well, I'll put it right here actually. So that was Thursday. That was a huge Thursday. Came home on a big high. That was a huge card. Really happy about it. But there were a few cards I was still hoping to get that I looked at, picked up and looked at probably 10, 15 copies of some of these cards and just didn't find the right one for me. Got to the show around 10 o'clock on Friday, which is today. Went to a couple tables, struck out a little bit. And then about an hour later, I found a table that had a couple copies that I looked at too. And this one stood out, and I am so happy about this. 1957 in a PSA 5 Ernie Banks. This now completes my Banks Playing Days base card Topps Bowman run. From 54 to 71, I have all of his base cards. I'm not doing the All-Star cards yet, the home run leaders, all those things yet. It's a big yet. But for right now, this is the last card I needed. And I thought, Chicago would be the place I could finish this up and find all the Banks cards being in Chicago. But I want to be picky. I didn't want to find just any copy or the cheapest copy. I wanted to be smart with what I was buying, and one I would definitely look forward to having and enjoying for a long time. So this was not, some of these can be off-center. This was great non-optimal centering, but it's perfect centering for what it is for a 5. And this completes my run. I paid 65, no, sorry, I didn't pay 65. That'd be great if I paid that for this. I bought this plus one more card. I'll show that soon. Effectively, I paid about $135 for this, which I'm very happy with in a 5. And at that same table, I bought this and this other card, which again, I was also unbelievably stoked about. 1956 Jackie Robinson. Love this card for too many reasons to share, but I'm building I've talked about this before, but I'm looking to buy Playing Days cards of all of the first African-American players to integrate their teams. Jackie did it first, obviously, in 1947, and other players came after him, but he was the first, and I like his cards. Well, because of that, I love this card too because of the great picture, the action shot. It's his last Playing Days card, which in Jackie Robinson terms means it's his probably most affordable Playing Days card, his last Playing Days card. I think it's also a beautiful card too. I probably picked up 10 or 15 of these before this at the National, and many were, had centering I didn't like, a little more rougher, some more creasing. This has no creases. no wrinkles. This was everything I wanted, and it's a 4.5. It was stickered at $7.99. I effectively paid $7.35, effectively with the deal I got with the 57 bank. So $7.35 for this, looking at some recent sales, was, I couldn't say yes or hold back my excitement enough that the dealer accepted that. We did the deal. So happy to have this card, and it fits a lot of pieces in my collection, like I just said. This was a great deal to finish up this morning here on Friday, day 3. And 1 hour or so later, I had some money left, enough to make another decently sized big card. I did bring a good budget, so I'm not going to shy away from that. This other card I had on my list as a potential, but wasn't sure how common it would be. I went to a table an hour or so later, and this one was like the first card I saw. I immediately said it had everything. It looked like it had everything it needed. It had all the right things in my mind, boxes to be checked for a 120 almost year-old card. We worked out the price, and there it is, a 1911 Sweet Cap T205 gold border Mordecai 3-finger brown. I wanted a brown at some point. I don't know whether it was going to be the T206 or some other types of issues, but in researching his cards, being a Cubs fan, just the gold border, the red against the gold, just how bright and deep that red is. The bear in the top left corner is kind of cool. The script on the front of the name, and it's a 4. You know, there's a lot of gold. The gold's not missing. There's really no creasing or wrinkles on this. The price was within the ballpark. I was very, very much trying to make a deal work on this. Also like this card because of this. You've got statistics on the back of this card. You've got a write-up about him, and you've got statistics. I love it. I always love the back of baseball cards. So seeing, 1908 to 1910, he had, doing quick math, 81 wins in 3 years. 81 wins in 3 years. That's a great set of stats on the back of a card. So that was icing on top of the cake for this card here. I paid $5.50 for this, which I thought was pretty darn fair given some recent comparables. Didn't have the cash on me, but I had brought cards for trade at the vintage trade night tomorrow, and I used 2 of those cards that the dealer accepted my value on, trade plus cash to get this done. And I am very glad I brought those cards to trade because I didn't have the cash on me to do the deal. So very glad that worked out. So that was my very last pickup of the show in terms of this size. I've got a few bucks left for some other small things tomorrow, but I am speechless. I am very happy. We worked to save the budget. The budget came, brought the cash, brought the budget, saved for it, was patient, and I'm just so happy with the cards I picked up the last couple days and wanted to share those with you guys. I've seen a lot of great pickups from you all in the community. Keep them coming. Look forward to sharing more and seeing more videos from all of you on your pickups as well. So that is the wrap up of day 2 and day 3 from the National. Walking the show, showing some footage, dealers, aisles, the hubbub, the commotion, and ending it with my pickups. So thanks for watching. Thank you for those who subscribed, commented, liked, texted Joe and Josh the last couple days on our various pickups and endeavors. So I appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the guys I've met actually in the show, walking around, bumping into. It's been fun. I'll talk about that more probably in a video next week once I get back. But thanks for hanging with me on this video. Appreciate you guys a lot. Look forward to Saturday, trade night, walking around, and just enjoying cards like we all do. So with that, I'll see you tomorrow.